19.
Wake up, it's the Coach Brickey Sports Show with the team that can give you what you know, what you need and what you want on the court. For football, the basketball, and every other sport. With Troy and DL and Dr. Carl Brinkley and Paul and the Coach Robert Brickey. It's time, get your coffee and get ready for the flow. Get ready for the Coach Brickey Sports Show. And get ready for the flow. And get ready for the flow.
Welcome back again on this Monday, the 29th of June. One more day in the month of June. Man, time is flying by. And got a big weekend coming up, 250th birthday for the US of A. So there's a lot going on. Did want to make mention of another church anniversary over at Kingdom Impact Global Ministries. Their 16th church anniversary and homecoming celebration. That's going to be July the 10th through the 12th. And on the 10th, you're going to have Apostle Michael McGill on that Friday at 7 p.m. The host pastor, Chief Apostle William T. Ford, Sr., and they on that Saturday they're having their Family and Friends Day from 1 to 5. We want you to join them over there for plenty of fun, entertainment for the kids, fellowship. And on that Sunday morning at 9:30, Apostle Tyrone Smith will be speaking there. And so give them a call at 910-488-9456 or www.kigm.org. Again, 16th church anniversary and homecoming celebration for Kingdom Impact Global Ministry. We're back on this Monday for the Brickey Sports Show. Again, we have in the studio, and I'm Brother Troy, and anchoring at the flagship station is the Reverend Dr. Carlton Brown, and also we have DL is on the line, and we have the host of the show. He is a E.E. Smith Hall of Famer. He is a Duke alum and also a protege of Coach K. None other than the great Robert Brickey.
You know what, Troy? I gotta start paying you for these introductions. You were doing a great job. I appreciate it. Good morning to everybody.
Appreciate you, brother.
Good to be here. Good to be here this morning.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
So a lot of things happened sports-wise we've been talking about, but really I want to hear about Pastor Brown's venture to Atlanta to watch this World Cup game. So tell us what happened in Atlanta.
Oh man, that was fun, brother. That was fun. Listen, that was an exciting game to be at. Had almost 70,000 people in the stands.
Ouch.
We took the MARTA train to get down there, and it was a zoo on the train, man. But it's amazing to me how sports can bring people from every culture, every community together. You know, we got to the stadium, people dancing, jumping around. We got inside, people you don't know, high-fiving, jumping, hugging each other. You know, for something happening on the field, you don't know anybody on the field. But, you know, people just full of joy. It was exciting. And so we watched the Morocco-Haiti game. That was a great game to watch because there were 6 goals scored. Usually in a soccer game, 2 or 3 goals, but 6 goals. That's a lot of goals. But, man, it was fun, lots of memory. The decibel went over 100 decibel, wow. People were just going crazy, going wild. And so, man, it was fun. It was great excitement. I'm glad I made the trip. And now, we're through with that part of the World Cup, the group stages. Let me do a quick take now. All right, so we have gotten through the group stages, so now we're in the knockout stages, right? The group stages We're round robin each group. The top 2 and the 8 best third place finishers move on to the round of 32. So that is set. In fact, last night we had the first game in the round of 32. The round of 32 is a knockout. Every game played, somebody has to win, right? So if at the end of regulation, no team has won, they do an extra 30-minute. If at the end of 30 minutes, no team win, then they do a penalty kickoff, right? And each team kicks a penalty shot, alternating penalty shot. You go to 5 and up to 10, and whoever misses first lose after you get past 5. So this is an exciting time, man. And like I said, Canada is the first team to go into the round of 16. They played South Africa yesterday evening in the first knockout round of 32, and they won 1-0 with about 2 minutes left in the game. They scored a winning goal, and so they moved on to the round of 16. And so today there are 3 games today. Brazil is going to play Japan at 1 o'clock. Germany plays Paraguay at 4:30, and Netherlands versus Morocco at 9. But of course, the U.S., everybody's excited about U.S. playing on Wednesday. They play Bosnia-Herzegovina at 8 p.m. So that's the must-watch match for the Americans. Everybody's looking out for that. So, man, this is exciting. I was excited to be a part of this World Cup, and I'm glad to bring my report back. Thanks for allowing me to do that, Coach.
And listen, look, you were good talking about sports in general, but you take it to another level.
That's
when
true.
you're talking about soccer.
That's true. That's true.
And you know, I can hear the passion. Now, I'm telling you. So I'm walking downtown Charlotte one morning, headed to I think a Panther game. We passed the hotel. There's a bunch of soccer fans. There must be 300 soccer fans outside this hotel, just waiting for whoever is coming out of the hotel. They're playing the Charlotte FCP.
Yeah.
And they just gathered at the hotel to meet the bus. Before I was like, this is a different energy here. These soccer fans are serious. And they all had on the team jersey, too. So
Yes, sir.
I said, soccer's energy is at a different level.
Yep.
But thank you for that, Pastor Brown, and glad you had a great time in Hot Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
We need to talk about the NBA draft. So I'm turning it over to DL. So what do you think about the draft overall, and then who do you think did a good job in drafting and improving their team?
I think, of course, the top 2 picks, the young man that went from, Brigham Young, went to the the Wizards. And then Utah got Peterson. He's not enthusiastic about playing, but Utah's got to make a decision. They're going to have to talk to these young men because it's the second straight year where they drafted a player who doesn't want to be there. I think Charlotte, from where the position they had, they did the best they could, but to me, it was their draft trades that I really liked. And but right now, I think Miami's doing good, and Doc Rivers, he's telling all now about how Giannis wanted both of his brothers on the team, and they complied with that request, and that was a big mistake on Milwaukee's part. But overall, the overall winner of the draft right now, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to say because on paper everybody looks good. Right. But I like what Utah and the Wizards did. Wizards got Trae Young and they got Anthony Davis. Let's see how that works out with them. Right now, I put them sort of in the driver's seat as far as being improved by the draft. But let's see if Anthony Davis is not injured to see where they go from here.
I tell you what, that's a whole different roster when you add Anthony Davis and Devonta to Trae Young. That becomes, in the East, that becomes a pretty good lineup. If Anthony Davis can stay healthy, they got a chance to be competitive in the East. So, and then the Hornets. I'm with you with the Hornets. I told anybody that would listen, I said, hey, they need to trade Ball. Not that I'm anti-Ball. I think he's a tremendous player. Like, I had a chance to watch him play several times in person, and he didn't change my opinion. He raised my opinion of his play. Like, he's really good. But I thought we needed additional pieces, and he had trade value. So I think trading him and Bridges, we got some veterans, which we needed, and we got some front court help, which we needed. So I think they did a nice job of positioning themselves to be competitive in the East.
I agree with you on Ball. Exceptional player, but they haven't made the playoff with him. I want him gone for several reasons. He's trade value and the maturity level. What really turned me off, these little car incidents where he's being sued by a woman, allegedly ran over the child's foot. That's still debatable because he was coming out of the garage trying to leave the facility. And then this other one, he was just distracted driving when you see the video. And then at the next game, at the press conference, he's leaving the press conference and his underwear showing. And I'm just like, anyway, get this kid out of here. He's good. He's got value. Now, I think Minnesota benefits. You got another superstar to pair with Anthony Edwards, and you got the young guard that really did Denver in, and you got the defensive stoppers. So, but I'm happy for the Hornets. Miles Bridges' contract, they wanted to get that contract out the books a year early because this is his last year, that contract they gave him. And they're building for the future to be competitive. And I think it was a step in the right direction. And, some people disagree, but they don't understand how team chemistry works.
Right. I think Charlotte did two things. One, they got better as a team, player-wise, and then I think they position themselves in the future. They got some draft capital, which is always important because at some point you're going to have to make moves, and you got to have capital. So kudos to the Hornets front office for doing a nice job. Does anybody else see anything else in the draft, player or team?
Well, I thought it was a trip that Grayson Allen went to Charlotte.
We having a Duke reunion.
Well, you got Kobe White, from Goldsboro, North Carolina. He's going to re-sign with the Hornets from USC. So, it's an ACC reunion.
Listen, I'm telling you, I think people, Kobe White is undervalued in my opinion. I think he had some really good years in Chicago that got buried because they were not a very good team. But, man, I hear he is a great guy in the locker room. Like, off the court, he's the guy you want to have on your team. So, and I think you can get similar production from him that you do from Ball. I'm not the same, but similar. And so then he's a home state kid and a North Carolina grad. So I just think that's a good move for Charlotte to really, they need to lock in on him.
Well, they did. He signed an extension. I think it was a 3-year, $74 million.
Oh, did it?
Or 4 years, $74 million. Yeah, they re-signed him for either 3-year, $74 or 4 years, $74 million. So
it was three. It was three. You're correct, Mr. Brown.
Yeah. So I bet he doesn't feel undervalued anymore. He got paid. So but I think that was a good signing for them. He's a great player. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, guys. I know, don't want to go negative, but I sent you guys a thing about a guy criticizing LeBron. Have you ever heard of that behavior before? What I forgot who the player was that was criticizing him.
Anthony Davis. Yeah,
Anthony Davis. Had you ever heard of that kind of behavior before being attached to him, Coach?
All the time.
About LeBron?
Yeah, the guy accused me, said, man, the guy go out to dinner with everybody, and hey, look, I'm the guy, and he won't pay for his own meal, and he said that the guy got something like a real expensive bottle of wine.
$800,000.
Yeah, $800,000 bottle of wine. Then he passed it off to his colleague, and that was like a third of his salary or something like that, a fourth of his salary. And he just said, and then this whole thing about taking a shower, he said that nobody can't go in the shower until he goes first. I was like, wow, that's deep.
I think that second thing is just locker room stuff. Listen, there's rules to a locker room. I'll give you an example.
Oh, I understand that.
Here in college, you're a freshman. After practice, you have to take all the practice nets, which is where you put your practice gear, all your dirty stuff. You had to take them over to the laundry room, drop them off, and pick up the new ones and bring them back. And then on the road trips, you had to carry the bags of the seniors. So I just think some of it's ceremonial. And listen, arguably, he might be the greatest player of all time. Arguably. So,
he's the longest player of all time. He's playing longer than anybody else. I mean, they need to call him LeBron Methuselah.
But think about this. He is the all-time league. I never thought anybody would break Kareem's record.
Right.
I was like, that's just out there. It's just so far out, nobody's gonna get it. But he's on his way to 40,000 points.
Yeah, but look how long he's played, Coach. I mean, like, really, come on now. I mean,
that is the point. He's still productive at 40.
Yeah.
Listen. When I was 40, I could still play, but I couldn't compete at a high level. Not for 82 games. So that says something about his commitment to excellence.
Yeah, this man spent $1 million a year just on his fitness, man, staying healthy. So it's paying off. I mean, because he's making bank right now. And I don't know what he's going to do for this. Everybody keeps thinking this is going to be his last year, and everybody wants him to go back to Cleveland to run it out. I don't know because LA is no longer his team, and so I don't know what they're going to do, man. So we'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow is the beginning of free agency. And so we'll see how the dominoes start falling tomorrow. But it will be interesting to see what decision he makes in terms of where he goes. I know he's not going. He might go to the Clippers. I don't know. The Clippers is trying to trade. What's his name? Kawhi back to Toronto. Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, some people didn't realize that. May not realize that, but he was recruited by The Ohio State University as a football player. So with his age, he can go to the Steelers.
You're crazy. Man, you have to slip that in.
DL. Once y'all take him, DL.
You're a crazy boy.
Here's the question for anybody who wants to jump on it. LeBron, if you bring LeBron to your team, that comes with a lot of other things.
A lot of baggage.
Do you bring him in? Okay, look at Cleveland. Cleveland did all right. Well, they didn't play well in the playoffs, but they made the playoffs. And they made a little bit of a run. But do you want to disrupt that with an aging player who comes with baggage? I mean, so you're not just looking at numbers. You got to look at what this means for your team and chemistry and your organization. So,
right.
So, does anybody want to take a shot at why they would take LeBron?
Well, I think the reason Cleveland would take him is that's a home, and everything will rise. You'll make more money. People coming to the game. Restaurants, the economy will make a lot of money because of just the cachet that LeBron brings back to his hometown, the community. And if this is his last go around, then everybody's going to come and try and see him play for the last time. So that would be the reason for taking him because of the revenue he could bring to the team and to the community. Again, he still has value as a player, but again, I'm like you, Coach, that I don't know how the team chemistry would be. But I think if he would be willing to step back and not try to come in and be the big dog and fit in like a Steph Curry. When Steph Curry, other people come and Steph Curry know he's the man, but he kind of adjust his game so that everybody can feel welcome. And so I think if LeBron would be willing to do that, not just be, the big dog, but allow the team to flow naturally, I think he could be an asset. So I don't know.
What do you think, Dio?
Well, Cleveland right now, since their football team traded their best player, is just nothing for that town. And for the town, it would be good to put that basketball team over the top because they just got exposed by New York. But LeBron, if you have to go somewhere where a contender is at, and they're not going to give him total control. He needs to think about Miami when Pat Riley, who's old school manager, is going to say, we run the team, we run the coaches, and, he needs to just, try to go somewhere and try to win a ring because I just don't see a organization signing him for more than 2 years. He's what, 41 or 40? He's going on 42.
Right.
Then he's not in the long-term plans. So it's going to be interesting because pretty soon the Lakers signed Austin Reeves to a max deal. So LeBron's got to make a decision pretty soon. But one thing about LeBron, he has an ego. He wants his farewell tour, and he's going to announce. He's not waiting. He's going to let you know before the season starts because nobody had it better than Dr. J had the best farewell tour that I can remember seeing.
Yeah.
And LeBron wants one of those.
Well, look, Coach, we need to take a break here. Inside of the Coach Brickey Sports Show, we'll be right back following this. We have Reverend Carl. He is producing on the day. Doesn't have on any of his Dallas Cowboys stuff. He normally comes in to the sports show with that on. And guys, this guy will blend in the Cowboy stuff. I was in a service with him on Friday. He was a homegoing service. And somehow or another, he worked the Cowboy thing into that. And called me out in front of everybody. It's okay, though. It's all right, though. We'll be back before following this.
Three firefighters have died and 2 were injured while battling fires on the Colorado-Utah border. The U.S. Wildland Fire Service says they were responding to Knowles and Gore fires on Saturday. Wildfire activity has intensified across the western U.S. due to hot, dry, and windy weather. The largest blaze, the Cottonwood Fire, has grown to over 144 square miles in southwest Utah. Concord police say the final suspect in a deadly February quadruple shooting has turned himself in. 18-year-old Kamari Porter surrendered Saturday after months on the run. He's charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and other felony offenses in the shooting that killed 22-year-old Michael Overstreet and 19-year-old Kamari Blount and wounded 2 others. An 18-year-old Raleigh man is dead after a single vehicle crash Saturday afternoon on Arco Corporate Drive near McCall Street. Police say Abraham Kareem Manique Ponce was driving a Chevy Blazer at a high rate of speed when he left the road, struck 2 trees, and caught fire. Investigators say Ponce was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the SUV. He later died at the hospital. I'm Kyle Nashheim.
I'm Jamie Monticelli, WIDU Radio News. The city of Fayetteville says, are you ready to level up your tech skills? Their Senior Technology Literacy Series is there to help adults ages 55 and up navigate today's digital world with confidence. Join them this July for hands-on sessions covering tablets, TikTok, Google Docs, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Seniors interested in attending are encouraged to contact their senior center to register. Quick note that Cumberland County government offices will be closed this Friday, July 3rd, in observance of Independence Day. As America celebrates 250 years of independence, they join communities across the nation in honoring this historic milestone. Free meals are available for children all summer long through Cumberland County Schools Child Nutrition Services. Meals will be served Monday through Friday until July 31st. No registration or income requirements apply. You can learn more about the meal locations and serving times on their Facebook page. From WIDU Radio, I'm Jamie Monticelli.
With a cold front approaching the area, we'll have a chance for some scattered showers and a few storms to the end of this weekend. Some of those could be strong to severe, bringing damaging wind gusts. Otherwise, it's hot, and will stay hot through the start of the week, even hotter towards the 4th of July. Overnight, we'll drop to the low 70s with some isolated showers and storms possible early. Then we'll reach the low 90s for our Sunday afternoon. Scattered showers and storms are possible later, with damaging wind gusts possible. I'm meteorologist Grant Skinner in the NCN Weather Center. With a cold front approaching the area, we'll have a chance for some scattered showers and a few storms to the end of this weekend. Some of those could be strong to severe, bringing damaging wind gusts. Otherwise, it's hot, and will stay hot through the start of the week, even hotter towards the 4th of July. Overnight, we'll drop to the low 70s with some isolated showers and storms possible early. Then we'll reach the low 90s for our Sunday afternoon. Scattered showers and storms are possible later, with damaging wind gusts possible. I'm meteorologist Grant Skinner in the NCN Weather Center.
Are you facing an important life transition? Whether you're selling a property, settling an estate, navigating probate, planning for your family's future, or protecting what matters most, Fusion Real Estate, Insurance, and Probate is your trusted local resource. We offer a concierge-level approach designed to simplify complex decisions. From real estate buying and selling, guidance on probate and inherited estates, life and health insurance solutions, our professional team provides the expertise and personalized attention you deserve, all under one roof. We're Garlinda Price and Caleb Price, your favorite mom and son duo, proudly serving families throughout Fayetteville and the surrounding counties. Don't wait until a challenge becomes a crisis. Call today to schedule your confidential consultation and discover how our full-service approach can save you time, reduce stress, and help you make informed decisions for your future. Call us at 910-494-7798 or visit us at Bronco Midtown, 1047 Murchison Road, Suite 104, Fayetteville, North Carolina, 28301.
Rafa Ministries Family Center welcomes your children ages 9 to 14 to our inaugural Summer Choir Kids Camp this summer. Wednesdays in July from 1 to 3 p.m. right here at WIDU with a performance showcase featured in our Family Summit Saturday, August 8th. They get to practice stage presence, rhythm and memory, vocal technique, and to build their confidence through gospel melody inspiration. For more information, text Program Director Stephanie White at 843-209-6848. Again, for more information, text 843-209-6848. We'd love to see your kids this summer.
Hi, I'm Mitch Colvin, president of Colvin Funeral Home and Crematory. For over 50 years, our family has provided professional services with dignity, compassion, and respect with families during a time of need. We realize funeral services are as unique as those we're honoring. We offer a variety of affordable, quality services tailored to meet each family's needs, specializing in burial and cremation services. Proudly servicing Cumberland, Robeson, Hoke, Harnett, Bladen, and surrounding counties from 2 locations, 2010 Murchison Road, Fayetteville, 1904 Elizabethtown Road, Lumberton. For more information, visit our website, www.hmcolvin.com.
Now, again, be reminded, 16th church anniversary and homecoming celebration for Kingdom Impact Global Ministry, July 10th through the 12th. And also, for more information about that, 910-488-9456. Again, now, that was good taste what he was doing on Friday, because the person he was talking about was a big-time Dallas Cowboy fan. And the preacher was excited about that. He was a Cowboy fan. He loves it when they come over there and they, it's a Cowboy fan, and they was all giving each other high fives and everything else, and I was like, oh, Lord. But anyway, back to the coach. Coach Brickey, you're back.
Hey, want to send a shout out to the UNC baseball team. They made it to the national championship and came up a little bit short.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's the nature of the beast. But it lost in the third game of the series. And sometimes, listen, okay, 1990, we played the national championship against UNLV. We ran into a buzzsaw that night. They just kicked our tail. And, so I know how it is to fall short at a big moment like that, but that doesn't diminish what they did during the course of the season. They had 50-plus wins. They were ACC champs. They were a game away from being national champions. So congratulations to UNC baseball team.
But you can't walk 4 players, though. I mean, if you walk 4 players, Coach, I don't see how you're going to survive that.
Yeah, look, man, hey, things happen at tough times sometimes. And, you gotta roll with the punches.
That was 4 in a row, though, man.
Okay.
I mean,
But you think about this, Troy. That kid is, 20, 21? He's on every, this is a you pitching for a national championship. That's a lot of pressure.
Oh, no doubt.
And he pitched the game before also. So, he might have been a little bit tired.
Right.
I thought they give them some rotation rest or something like that,
This is for all the marbles. You're going to put your best player. He was 29-0 every time he pitched. So that's why they put him in, because they said he had never lost when he pitched. And so that's why they put him in. But again, pressure, fatigue, all that kind of, plus the mental stress of for one game, for all the marbles. It's tough. And, as Coach said, this is a young man.
Well, that's true, too. I mean, I'm watching it. I'm not out there.
Yeah, it's tough, but, I'm sure in his head, we've all had these moments where you're pitching for a national championship, then all of a sudden it happens. You're on that stage. And, it can be frightening. I'm sure.
So.
Yeah, but they had made it that far, which is a good thing for the UNC baseball team. Hopefully, Bill Belichick's second year in football, that they can do a whole lot better. But speaking of baseball, I really think it's going to happen, Coach Brickey. Raleigh and the Charlotte area are 2 in the top 5 largest growing metros in the United States. And Major League Baseball, I think, is coming. You're 2.5 hours away from Charlotte. The owner of the Lenovo Center is a billionaire, and the state is behind it. And the Tampa Bay Devil Rays have been in Tampa since, the 90s, and they won't give them a new arena. And Raleigh could be in line for that franchise, or even an expansion franchise. They're battling Nashville, which is also a hot spot. So I think that baseball is springboarded at the right time. The interest is in the area, and hopefully they'll get that MLB team, because they can definitely support it.
So, look, I think what's helped is we have a successful basketball franchise, and a successful football franchise, and a successful hockey franchise. Yeah, and if there's anything I thought would not make it, would have been hockey in North Carolina.
Right.
But I was wrong big time on that one. Right. Some rabid hockey fans in North Carolina, and they really support the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes have done well. So yeah, I think the fact that you have a history of a well-supported professional teams, like we have here in Charlotte, we have a USC team. Now, I've never been to a USC game, but it's a big deal here, and people support it. Soccer is big, so there's a lot of sports fans in the state. I think it would do well to bring the MLB would do well to bring a baseball team here.
And the coach, we got to give kudos to Duke. The number of players that have entered into the NFL draft in the top 5, top 10, I don't think anyone has done what they've done in the last 10 years. I mean, it's been phenomenal. And they're giving the present coach credit for that, even when Coach K was there, because they're saying that he was, a recruiter, that Coach K was coaching, but still he was a big-time recruiter. Just like some people don't realize that Roy Williams was the one that recruited Michael Jordan, not Dean Smith.
Hey, listen, that's why the lead assistant is paid well. You got to find your job is to find talent. Because I can draw up all the plays I want to, but if I don't have somebody that can finish that play, none of that matters. I want to talk about. I actually want to get Dale's opinion on this.
Did he just get?
Are you still there?
Sound like he got cut.
Yeah, I think.
He said he wanted my opinion. Opinion on what?
Yeah.
What was he talking about?
I think he got cut off. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, I was trying to. So I want to ask DL's opinion about Giannis going to Miami.
Well, I tell you, he won't be able to run the team like he did in Milwaukee. Disappointed in Giannis. I just wish he'd just been straight up with him. Did he want to win a title? Because you need role players when you got your two brothers and they're not even worthy of being on the team. I couldn't believe that the owners ceded that much power to him. I remember the night after they won, they said he went to a restaurant, had, I don't know if they let them carry the trophy, but they have so many replicas, and you thought he was just everyday hardworking person. You won a championship with a team that drafted you, you call one of those, they wasn't one of those franchises in a big media market. And I just think for some reason, his passion left. He's not the same Giannis. Because I remember when they won it in 21, was it 21 or 22? It was 21. His passion just left. I was just surprised. He doesn't have the passion that he had when he won the championship. They build around him. Now he's going to Miami, and it's going to be tough. He's going to have to accept coaching from what's the coach's name down there?
Spoelstra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Pat Riley's going to back him. You can ask LeBron. So he's not going in blind. He understands that Pat Riley runs that show, and the coach is not going to give you what you want. And if he really wants to win another title, he just goes out there and play, and let's see what Miami can put around him.
I thought it was me. I thought I noticed a shift in him, too. Not on the court, just in his attitude.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's coming across like I really liked him early on because he was hungry, he was passionate, and he was humble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it seemed like he wasn't as hungry, he wasn't as passionate, and then he became a little bit arrogant.
Yeah.
And, listen, no judgment. I'm not judging. I'm just saying his energy changed, and it didn't agree with me. And so, again, you got to take that to a locker room now. So, and like Bill said, Miami is not the place. It is not the place. So, all that stuff you got away with in Milwaukee is not going to fly in Miami. So maybe this is what he needs to help him refocus. Maybe that's the word.
Well, I think the positive of him going to Miami is that Miami has some veteran players, and he's not going in Milwaukee. He was the everything. He called the shots. I don't think he'll be calling any shots in Miami. He's gonna go in and hopefully blend in with the other guys. And you got a veteran coach. Spoelstra ain't gonna play, and Pat Riley's not going to play. So he's going to be in a more disciplined organization. In Milwaukee, he got coaches fired. He was telling, the execs what to do. But now in Miami, I don't think he'll have that kind of power. I don't think he'll have that kind of pull. So he'll have to be more in line with the culture that's already established in Miami rather than trying to form the culture in Milwaukee, which he did. And so and this might be the very thing that he needs to re-energize him because now he's going into a context where he's not in charge and he's got to follow somebody else's lead, and that might energize him. And the possibility of being able to win another ring, which is not great right now, but he's going to be in the East where Miami is used to winning. And so hopefully that will re-energize him. So, prayerfully, once they fill out the team, because they're going to need some other shooters because they gave away quite a bit. So hopefully, I think it will re-energize him, and I think he'll come out stronger and better.
Yeah. So down in Miami, the good thing is Pat Riley still has Alonzo Mourning on the payroll, and they still have some other alumni. So I like the fact Alonzo will get in his ear. When you think about Pat Riley, I think about when they lost to Texas El Paso when he was playing with Adolph Rupp. He's probably the oldest exec that college, was a decent player, was an average player in the pro, went to the Lakers radio team, came an assistant coach, became a coach, New York, Miami executive. He's probably last of the old guard.
Right.
And as far as executive, I can't think of anybody else that's still in the game besides Pat Riley. And that's kind of remarkable. And so he's going to be down there in Miami. He's one thing about he loves his kids, so he's kind of grounded that way. You're not going to probably worry about him out in the streets. I think he refocuses. I think if he wants his legacy to mean anything, he's going to refocus to what's important.
Yeah, I hope so. Because listen, he was one of the I think, especially as a European player, one of the faces of the league who really began to change the perception of European players. And anyway, it's just they call him the Greek freak for a reason. Just a different creature, just a different person on the floor, like really unique. But so I hope he gets it back. I hope it turns around because I think it's good for the league. I think people like watching him play because he's athletic and he gets the basket and he dunks the ball and runs the floor and he does all the crowd pleasing kind of thing. So I hope he gets it back.
So, Coach,
so I'm taking a look at I'm taking a look at Miami's roster. So you got Bam, Adebayo, Giannis, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, Bobby Portis, and it's some other people we don't even know who they are. Can they compete? And then should they be looking in free agency to add pieces to what they have?
Right. Shooters.
So, Coach, you have on your talk list there, Duke, Carolina State college basketball. So, Deal gets his wish. Gets Carolina play State twice in the upcoming season. But of course, the only thing that Duke did was just reload. But I think this guy may bring a different kind of energy to Chapel Hill, man. I mean, it could be very interesting, and State as well.
What's Carolina's new coach's name? Moses. What's his name?
Michael Malone.
Michael Malone.
Malone. Yeah. So listen, he's a pro coach, and so he's gonna bring a pro mentality to what we used to call college basketball, which is semi-pro basketball now because of the money involved. So I think he may do well if they got enough money and spend it in the right areas, because you think those kids are only going to be there for 1 year. So
it won't be that
maybe
6.
he's the right guy for the job. So what?
I say the rules have changed. They won't be there at 6.
No, oh no. That's maybe that's something we need to talk about too.
Is that a good thing, Coach?
People on. Well, let's look. So let's fill the audience in.
Okay.
The NCAA has decided that a young person coming out of high school has 5 years maximum to complete their eligibility.
Right.
And so right now, kids can be, some of them in 6th and 7th years. So they have put a halt to all of that, which is going to be interesting because here's why. There's a log jam in recruiting now because nobody recruits high school kids unless you're in the top 50.
Right.
Because everybody's waiting on the transfer portal.
Right.
And so they hold off recruiting high school kids and junior college kids because of the transfer portal. And so then it's a domino effect. And, so because everybody's got to get better overnight. You can't take a kid and develop a kid anymore. Those days are gone. If you get hired as a coach, they want you to go worst to first in your first year. And it can be done. Look at Indiana football team. Excuse me. They take a bunch of transfers and they win a title. Indiana, a basketball school. So we are headed into different territory, this 5-year thing. Anybody else got thoughts on that?
What do parents need to know, Coach, about that? I mean, based on the change, if you are the parent of a young prospective athlete, what do parents need to know?
That's a good question. Man, you got the NCAA has a portal that talks about all these things because the rules change.
Right.
I don't know what they are currently, but so you gotta stay abreast to any rule changes. So I'd say try to find somebody who's knowledgeable about the process and listen to them because there's a lot of people that have opinions, but opinions aren't facts.
Yes, sir. Your thoughts?
Anybody? DL, you got anything on that?
Well, the exceptions, you got several exceptions, though. Of course, for women, if they're pregnancy, they can extend it. And for the males or for anybody, if you go on a religious pilgrimage or one of those where they volunteer, and then the military, of course. So basically, if you go into the military at 18 and you come out at 24, you have years of eligibility to play sports. So that's going to be the exception and definitely not the norm. So those are the only 3 exceptions. I think it's fair. You just can't come to school and stay 8 years and play 6 to 8 years and play professional sports. You think about Beck, the losing quarterback for Miami in the championship game against Indiana. The man was 26. 26. Come on. That's not what that amateur sport wasn't set up for that.
Right. Remember Chris Winkie played at Florida State quarterback years back?
Yeah.
He was 26.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'll tell you what, when we played Minnesota in the tournament when I was in school, I had a guy, I think his name was Richard Coffey, and I had to guard him. And he was, I won't say 27, but he had military. He'd gone to the military. So he was on himself. But let me tell you, I was a kid and he was a man. And so, the fact that he'd been through military training, he was a different player at the college level. But we are headed into interesting times. So Wimbledon starts today. Anybody a tennis fan?
The Wimbledon starts, yeah. I used to like Wimbledon when it ended on July 4th, and they kind of got away from it. Right now, the tennis needs a big name. You know, you just don't have that draw on the female side since Venus is gone, and then on the
what
male
side. What you talking about, man? They got a big draw this year. Serena Williams is playing at 44.
She's playing in the doubles?
She's playing doubles and singles. She's playing doubles with her sister Venus, and then she's playing singles. And she's been away from the game for 4 years. They gave her an exception to play because she's 6, 8, 7 times Wimbledon champion, and so she's playing tomorrow. She plays singles, and she got a good draw. She got a young lady who's not playing well right now, and so she has a chance to at least get. Sir?
You got doubles. Doubles, she might win, but she's 44.
44,
playing
yeah.
Young persons. I don't see her making the quarter. I don't even see her making the quarterfinals as a female 40-something years old playing against people half her age.
You're right.
Nah.
You're right, but she's bringing excitement to the game because she's such a legendary star. You know, everybody's going to try and get in. So she may not make it to
okay, she plays this term, but I'm talking about consistency. Australian Open, that's when the tennis Big Four start because the Australian Open is played during the Super Bowl weekend. Then you got the French, the Italian, then the U.S. Open. If she's not going to be in there for the long run, you know, I might tune in, but they got to have a big name. And I thought Coco Gruff, and I thought the Osaka young lady, but she's so busy trying to win the world, save the world. She's not dedicated. So right now they lack a big name that's going to consistently keep us glued to the TV. Just like I like golf. Scheffler is good, but he doesn't keep me glued to the golf TV. Now, I'll watch it when I look at the numbers and I see there's a major and there's contention on that Sunday. I'll tune in and watch some golf for that last one, but consistently, golf and tennis got to keep me with a big name on there.
Right.
Just dominating like Tiger did back in the day.
Well, look, our time is
up.
up.
But I'll watch because you told me.
Our time is up. We got to go back to Coach for Coach to wrap things up. But I'm just saying, if I was a Steelers fan, I wouldn't be talking about old people playing. I just if it were me, I'm just saying. Coach, is back to you. Close out.
Hey, listen, enjoy being with you guys today. Widu family, we love you. Make it a great week.
Appreciate it. Have a great
one.